Hi, I'm Realtor Bert Tade, and this is the August 2023 market update. I wanted to take a moment just to kind of share with everyone, what we're looking at in terms of our real estate market. So here are the numbers. Basically, the average price of a home is 387,844. It's $387,844. Now, there's no change compared to August of last year. But I do want to mention to you, this is something I was thinking about just the other day. I've been in the San Antonio market for 9 years now. And around that time, this is like 2014, late in the year, we're talking maybe 185, 186,000 as the average sales price. So I'll let you do the math on that one, right? Let's help you digest that. So it started out at 185, 186 at that time, 9 years ago. 9 years ago. And here we are at 387, 844. Isn't that incredible? So how about that for appreciation, right? We as real estate practitioners cannot promise that a home is going to appreciate, any property is going to appreciate. However, the proof is in the numbers in this case, and so isn't that something? Well, the close to original list price in August, last full month, last month. Here we are in September. It was 94.7%. That means that on average, there was a discount of 5.3% across the board in San Antonio. A discount from original list price. So important, especially in this market, to come up with a suitable list price, a realistic listing price from the beginning. That's how you ensure your success. A well-priced home that is turnkey, move-in ready, maybe even renovated, is gonna sell a lot quicker. And guess what? It's gonna sell with multiple offers. Yes, even in this market. Okay, these numbers I would say are dismal, but they're certainly a far cry from what they were 2 years ago, right? But what I will say is that it reminds you that Rehab San Antonio, of course, that we've talked about in these other videos, can come in and renovate that home and make that home turnkey. So even if it's got that 1980s wallpaper that's outdated and so forth, they'll come in, advance the renovation cost, that is labor, materials, and project management, to essentially make the home more appealing to the modern buyer. And that, of course, ensures success down the road. And then, of course, they're paid 50% of the upside which is created, right? The value that they create with that remodel. Anyway, if you have any questions about that, be sure to reach out to me at the phone number that you see above this post, or leave me a comment below. The days on market, here's something interesting. They're up 81% from last year. I had started seeing a taper off. Not in my business necessarily, just across the board, right, in San Antonio, because I study the numbers very carefully and try to disseminate that information to my clients, and of course my audience. But at the same time, 56 days on market is an 81% increase, right? That's the average days on market. Now the price per square foot went down a little bit, 2% down, which is now at $182 a foot. Again, down 2%. And the months of inventory, this is something I wanted to share with you, is 3.9 months of inventory. So that's based on the absorption rate. And simply put, it's a metric that's used in real estate that helps to evaluate the rate at which homes are selling, right? Homes in a specific market and during a given time period. And it's basically calculated by dividing the number of the homes that are sold in that specific market by dividing it by the total number of homes, right? So that's the absorption rate. Theoretically, the idea behind that is 3.9 months of inventory means that if not another home were listed for sale, it would take 3.9 months for all of those homes to sell. Theoretically, because there's some real stinkers out there, right? They're not ever going to sell, probably, right? Unless the right price comes along and the seller's willing to accept. So the average residential rental is $1,886 a home. So that's gone up considerably as well. We're seeing those hovering between $1 to $1.35 per foot. Just kind of figure it as a safe range there if you're looking to lease a home. The new listings are 4,566, yet the pending listings are only 2,492, that's down 21%. The new listings are actually up 1%, 4,566. So don't let anyone tell you that we have an inventory issue. I hear a lot of people on the internet, I read articles, and it's like, well, we have a shortage of homes. We have an inventory issue. That's what we have right now. And then the builders can't build them fast enough and all that kind of stuff. That might be the kind of stuff that goes on elsewhere, but not in San Antonio, guys. I'm here to tell you that the builders are building and they're also sitting on a lot of inventory. Yeah. They were just looking for ways to eliminate the sales professional, the real estate sales professional like myself. They were inventing ways. Just find a way to cut us out. It happened to me. Ask me how I know, right? My clients popped in to a builder. I don't mind telling you, it's Lennar. They're like, hey, should we? It's a Sunday. Should we call Bert and tell him? No, don't worry about it. It's cool. You know, we don't want to bother him on a Sunday. He's with his family. I wish they had. I've been working with him for 6 months, and Lennar essentially stole my client. They say, hey, we're working with Bert Tade, and he's like, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah, don't worry about it, yeah. Like, in other words, I'll put him on the contract, don't worry about it. If they put me on the contract, of course not. No, because they're just looking for ways to not have to pay me. That was, I don't know, 2 years ago. The market was hot. Now they reach out to me and my real estate community, all 14,000 of us on a daily basis. Please sell our inventory, please. Here's a bonus, whatever they're offering. They're offering a lot of incentives for us to bring ready, willing, and able buyers, right? People that have achieved that RWA status. And anyway, so don't let anybody tell you, I think we can't build our way out of this. We don't have an inventory issue here in San Antonio, guys. There's a lot of great houses. I've been studying the market every single day, and I gotta tell you, great houses available right now in our market that are for sale, and they've been sitting for 2 months, 3 months, 120 days, over 100 days, north side, 60, 75, I think I saw last week. It's a lot of great houses out there. So remember what I've been telling you in other videos, you have to date the rate and marry the home. Date the rate and marry the house. You got to do it right now is the time. It's not a salesman's line, folks. It is the truth. I'm telling you, what are you waiting for? For rates to go down? Well, if you're waiting for rates to go down, guess what? Everybody else is. That means there's a lot of pent-up demand. People just chomping at the bit. As soon as the rates start going down again, then the buyers are going to wake up from their slumber, and they're all going to want to go out there and vie for the same houses that are available, and we're going to have multiple offers all over again. So now you're going to have to outbid everybody once again, just like we did a year and a half, 2 years ago, during the pandemic years, to be able to get into a house. What are you waiting for? I'm serious. Right now is the time. Rates will go down. When they do, instead of fighting everybody else for your house, you're already in your house, building equity, paying down that debt service, right? You're lowering the amount that you're building equity, right? You're already paying down your mortgage already. Sure, it's not the most desirable rate. We're still well below historical averages, though, going back to 1971. And yes, you'll be able to refinance. Who knows? I don't know your specific situation, but maybe you can do what I did a few years ago, and if you already have achieved 20% equity in the property, you can refinance, maybe even roll those net proceeds, that equity you got in the house, into the loan, and you can avoid PMI, private mortgage insurance. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how much you put down and that kind of thing, right? And what the rates are going to be and what the values are going to be and that kind of thing. So right now is the time, I'm telling you. Don't wait for rates to go down, because then you're going to be fighting everybody else. Whereas, once the rates do go down, instead of fighting everybody else, again, you're going to be in the house and you can just refinance at those new rates. Okay, so enough of that. It's not an issue that we have with great inventory. Not here in San Antonio. 0 to 199,999 constitutes 8.9% of our market. So right at about 9%. Okay, and then everybody's sweet spot again is 200,000 to 499,999, which is 72.3% of the market. Okay, and then 500 and up, we're looking at, it's come down a little bit to 18.7% of the market. Okay, that was up to 21% at one time. It was as low as 1.9% of the market, 1.7 when I first started here again 9 years ago. It's amazing to think, but 500 up, we're looking at 18.7%. So just the figure 19% up here, 9% down there, and 72% in the middle. All right. So those are the numbers, and I wanted to make sure that I shared that with you. Remember that although there's a lot of great inventory and sellers that need a good, ready, willing, and able buyer, reach out to me if you have any other questions about what I was telling you about date the rate and marry the house. You can find my number right above this post, and text me, DM, whatever, but leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, where you think this market is going. Let me know if you think that rates will come down, and if so, when do you think they'll come down? Next summer, in time for the peak buying season? You think by next fall, around this time next year? What's your prediction based on what you've been reading? I'm curious to know. I mean, I want to know what you think. So leave me a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are about the San Antonio real estate market, or just the market as a whole, right? The market in general across the United States. And I'm a big boy. I can take the comments and that kind of thing. So feel free to let me know what you think about my assessment as far as dating the rate and marrying the house. I think now seriously is the best time to look to buy a house before the buyers all come out again and decide that they want to all buy, right? Then of course it's going to be bidding wars all over again, right? You're going to have to overpay. Just do me a favor and don't brag to your friends about how much more you overpaid for your house. If you overpaid $25,000-$30,000 and your negative equity, don't brag about that. Cocktail parties, guys. It's not anything to be proud of. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm Realtor Bert Tade, broker owner of Santino Properties LLC, boutique firm which helps buyers and sellers win in this market and any market, frankly, through the effective and creative use of marketing. That's it for now, and hope everybody's doing well. Take care.